Hey, y'all. Welcome back to TPIM SR Live. This is part 2 of Dr. Randy Short's powerful roasting of Porkchop Feminist. Some reason the plug was pulled, but they can't stop us now. Let's continue. Show in progress.
Another gay bastion called Duke Ellington School for the Arts, with a constructive school for saying your race comes before who you screw. Ta-Nehisi didn't like that. Ta-Nehisi is writing the Black Panther cartoon. Are y'all getting me? Are y'all fucking hearing what I'm trying to tell you? Okay. I have a very close friend who's a close friend of Ta-Nehisi. Ta-Nehisi would see me and run. Run! I spoke to him once and thought, and he hung up. Not even a whole minute. He just couldn't even speak, like I'd done something to him. Ta-Nehisi is a Trojan horse. Ta-Nehisi is pushing the gay agenda. I told you this. You heard this from me. Now, going back to School of Fine Arts, just so y'all hear me and understand something. I'm 55 years old. My father began volunteering as a chaplain at Howard in 1969 when I was 4. By 1970, my father was an official chaplain with Howard University. My father and mother were fine arts majors at Howard University. I grew up in the fine arts department that Chadwick Boseman later enrolled in. And I want to tell you, the gay people run the fine arts department at Howard, probably most other places, but I can tell you about Howard and the gay folk because my father's a chaplain. Chaplains deal with everyone. The gay folks used to hang at my house. Let me repeat this. The most flamboyant gay people from Howard University used to hang at my house. I know what it's like to come from school as a 10-year-old and look up and say, oh, God, help me. The porch was covered with gay folk from the School of Fine Arts, and my friends, I'm like, God, help me. My friends are going to trip on me, Lord. They're not, and I can recall, like, God, please don't let these folks speak to me. Please don't let them talk to me. My friends would just trip on me. And sure enough, the most flamboyant one of all yelled out to me and waved. And I couldn't run. I mean, damn, I'm on my block. And all my friends looked at me. It's like, Randy, it's like, here, I'm like walking, like, I just want to get home, man. Who's that on your porch? And I says, friends of my parents. And it says, and young people aren't stupid. So your parents, y'all got a lot of faggot friends. It's like, oh my God. This is what my father and mother are Christian ministers. They try to help people. This is, y'all need to stop helping them. And as I got close to the house, it says, you could come and stay with us if you don't feel safe. But, you know, my mother called me. I had to go in the house, and it's like, damn. So I'm talking about 1975, before many of your asses were born. I had, like, all of the gay folk from the fine arts department used to hang at my house. My mama that knew all of them. The reason I'm emphasizing this, for anyone that thinks that I'm mad at Chadwick Boseman, I'm not. I thought he was a beautiful man. I love the films that I saw. I never saw that Gods of Egypt shit where he was flaming like a little girl. I never saw that. Till Judge Joe Brown told me about it. What I want to say to you is, when Howard University professors that were gay were in love with the student, they would take them on trips to other countries. It was called a honeymoon or a homo moon. Are y'all hearing me? This was known. Like I said, I grew up on Howard's campus. I'm 55. I have 51 years of experience at Howard University. And I know it inside and outside in terms of this particular thing because it was shoved down my throat, as I explained to you, as a child. Chadwick Boseman went to Africa for a summer with an openly gay choreography professor who was his mentor named Michael Malone, who I knew as a child, and he was a queen. Not my opinion, not my judgment. I repeat, I love Chadwick Boseman. But you went to Africa for a whole summer, just you and him. And this dude also set up another gay bastion called Duke Ellington School for the Arts with a construction worker lesbian. They set up the Duke Ellington School. This was Chadwick Boseman's mentor. Marvel Films and all these other people stand to lose billions of dollars if black people ever figure out that Chadwick Boseman may have been bisexual or gay. They'll lose money, so they're lying, covering up, saying all this kind of shit. Yeah, he married a woman a year before he died. But, you know, Hillary Clinton had a black speechwriter who died in 2018, who was diagnosed with colorectal anal cancer in 2015. He died in 2018. He married a white woman in 2017. Let's just talk quickly. A whole bunch of gay men get married when they're sick. Why? Because the guys that fucked them in the ass that they met in the bathroom are not going to be there to take care of them when they're sick. And one thing you'll discover, you find a woman. The Bible says the man that findeth a woman find a good thing. There's no one that can love you more, no one that can care for a man more than a true diamond woman. There's just nothing. Nothing. God made woman for man, man for woman, and only a woman can love and take a man who's been hitting the booty, dying from cancer, love him and keep him up. Because the average dude has moved on to a new asshole to solve his dick somewhere else. Okay? Let's just talk about this. I've been talking about ass cancer, putting it up, people getting mad, thinking I hate people. I've cried many tears over people I've seen die that were gay, that were friends or family, because I love people. I either like you or I don't like you. You'll learn that very quickly. But I'll tell you what I don't like about your ass to your face, whether you like it or not. There are over 150 strains of HPV, the human papillomavirus. At least 5 of them are very dangerous. Strain 6, strain 11, strain 16, strain 18, strain 35. And my exposure with HPV is that I had a prophecy that a woman fucking, an African woman fucking a no good white man would get a strange disease. And then it happened. And that's my introduction to HPV. This woman all of a sudden came up and started telling me about getting HPV from the white dude. It actually happened. People claim I have the gift of prophecy. The woman I warned would get it, got it, and then came and told me she got it from it. Real talk. And that's when I began to learn about HPV. It's very dangerous. It's in people's throats. A lot of you like gospel music. Well, what's his name? Donnie McClurkin just had squamous cells, precancerous cells removed from his throat. He told you he used to be gay. I think that came from him sucking dicks before he got right with Jesus. They're pushing all this sexuality to kill off black people. They're pushing all this anal and oral and this aberrant sex to destroy us. They're going to even make our heroes dick suckers and carpet munchers and all that to kill us with our own immorality. Then they can say, and let me tell you who's doing it, the small hat people. If you understand anything about the Talmud teaches that if you kill a person indirectly, you didn't kill them. So if they just promote anal sex and we die from HPV, having knots in our dick, or can't, they won't say they did genocide. Well, they sort of made those choices. And so what are they doing? The main person, if you look, all the gay movements are behind Joe Biden. Hey, brother Judah, Joe Biden has promised to make trans rights his number one agenda. Why are you stupid ass black women who worried about getting AIDS from DL men supporting politicians that promote the erasure of women by pretending that a man who cuts his penis off or wears women's clothes is a female? Your sisters can't have it both ways. Bitch about DL men and support politicians promoting the factization of black people. Y'all fucking confused. And if I don't get any pussy for telling the truth, shit, I'm used to being celibate. I'll survive. Wake the hell up. People like me get punished. I don't get to come on Facebook. I told the truth about something, silence. You won't hear it on the news. You won't hear it in the news. I repeat, Chadwick Boseman, 6 months ago, I told my cousin, his name is Bryant Moore. He's the one who created Avatar. Avatar was stolen from my cousin. They've done everything, tried to kill him, broke up his marriage, stole off his copyrights illegally. I told him, I saw an interview with Chadwick Boseman. I told him, dude has AIDS or he has ass cancer or both. I love him. He won't live 6 months. Well, 6 months later, he's dead. I told my Christian fellowship, SALT, what's called Salvation Liberation Temple Ministries, that Chadwick Boseman was going to die from ass cancer. And told him, I'm sorry, I don't hate him. I wish I could save him. Okay, if I told y'all I know about maybe 80 people that died from AIDS, then you can understand this shit isn't pleasant for me. This is hurtful. I feel violated that Chadwick Boseman is dead. I'm angry. I'm angry about my friends and my cousins that were molested that died from AIDS. So you hear me yelling and screaming about this because this is traumatic. I'm furious. I'm outraged. I'm especially angry with the state of California in that bill, SB 145, where they want to, you can now fuck kids and it's not a felony. I want to bring something to mind. One of the worst, nastiest, most vulgar the two of them, black women in America, are Maxine Waters and Karen Bass. You need to know that Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi both work with the People's Temple via Congressman Damali's office, Congressman from Los Angeles, and Congressman Burton's office for Nancy Pelosi in San Francisco. And Jim Jones and Harvey Milk, both pedophile gays who used black people and hated black people. And that resulted in almost 1,000 black people being murdered in Guyana, South America. They sacrificed black people to the devil in 1978, 79. And these are the people who were connected to the People's Temple, where black folks were murdered and raped and molested. This is the heart of the radical homoerotic sodomite wing of a Democratic Party. Joe Biden is a part of it. Joe Biden is a part of it. Maxine Waters, Nancy Pelosi, Karen Bass, even Nasty Willie Brown, whose dick was being sucked by Kamala Harris in the act of adultery. Willie Brown worked with pedophile, rapist, communist, racist Jim Jones. And Who made Kamala Harris? Willie Brown. So our people are facing extermination from a sodomite, satanic, Luciferian, faggotized program, all in the Democratic Party. Y'all don't believe me? Let me see if I can find my damn book here. I need y'all to buy the book because you niggas don't read. Y'all think I'm lying about this shit? I finally got a book that can document it. Look at this shit. It's called Cult City. Hold on, let's see. Y'all need to get this shit. And it explains the Democratic Party in California was run by a pedophile, rapist, racist, communist named Jim Jones. They used black people to build the Democratic Party. And that same Democratic Party that legalized all the gay shit is destroying black people all over California. It kills, it jails, it slaughters, it effeminizes, it masculinizes women. And they want to put that back in the White House. Y'all forget that Obama was a little gay athlete out in California before they brought him out east. Y'all forgot that Hawaii is like a gay paradise. Even Gomer Pyle, Jim Nabors, was out there with his boyfriend. Well, golly, can you imagine he's saying that when he's getting hit in the booty? Wake up, y'all. Wake up. Wake up. Now, I will be telling you more about my radio. I will be posting my YouTube channel, which I've barely used. I'm using it now. Mainly because get a look at this Cult City, and I put some other books up on YouTube. Here's another one that you should see. Let's see. She talks about how the CIA and FBI influence all the movies and shit that you see, and that's why they're pushing faggotry on our people through the movies and all of that. Y'all need to know this shit. Do you realize that Henry Kissinger recommended that they make black people gay so they could control us and not give us our goddamn rights? Did y'all know that? Stop pretending that just sucking dick and licking assholes is just something that you do. There is a social engineering project to get you to do it. Aside from us having sin natures, I got one more book for all the dumbass women who are feminists. Because a lot of you don't realize that feminism, here it is, it's called Romantic Satanism. Y'all need to know that feminism is satanic. That's why the most evil asinine women are feminists. They're almost all of them are ugly, unhappy, miserable bitches, undeserving of being anybody's woman, wife, or mother, right? I'll be putting this information out here because I'm having a full culture war. And yes, I support anything that will stop pork chop feminism in our community. I see black women that's so goddamn hard, they're harder than a cinder block with concrete in it. Wonder why the men are running after each other. A lot of men are soft, they're easy to deal with. And these nasty, brute-ass, vicious, mean, nasty, fucked up attitude women running around here who think they have the right to be mad at everybody because they keep having bad relationship choices. Oh yeah, we're going to have this talk, and I don't give a fuck if you've been hurt. Men get hurt every day. Men get raped every day and don't run around. I've been raped. I'm going to just be an asshole towards everyone, except for if they're queened out and they need counseling. Now, I'm going to just say this. If I never see another black woman mayor after the shit that this bitch has pulled here in D.C., Mayor Bow Wow and Bottoms down in Atlanta, and this silly-ass Lord of the Rings looking bitch up in Chicago, damn. And that bullfrog bitch, the one up in Rochester, looked like a frog peeping through some ice and shit. It didn't hibernate for the winter. I'm tired of this. Black women, y'all got to get on code. Black men are expected, if we see someone off code, we're expected to call them out. Black women, y'all are not doing your fucking jobs. As mothers, as sisters in the struggle, you're off code. And running after Biden's ass, this is just the last fucking straw. I can't be nice. I can't use standard educated language because I'm too angry. Wake the fuck up. And the new coon buster, we going after women now. No more mercy on sellout coon ass women. I'll fight them just like I had a little student, a little lesbian girl, a little bull moose lesbian. Said she's gonna kick my ass, and I told her, you know what? If you put your hands on me, I'll fight your ass like a man. I'm gonna beat your ass like you're a man. If you dare put your hands on me, the minute a woman puts her fucking hands on me, I'll fight her just like she's a man. I'll try to kill her. Don't ever put your hands on me. I've never put my hands on a woman, never planned to put my hands on a woman. But if any woman ever tries to come at me like a man, I'm going to beat her ass like I'm Muhammad Ali on Jerry Clooney. Y'all need to get off that shit that y'all have the right to put your hands on black men and someone can't punch your ass in the next week. White women don't try that shit with white men. Latino women don't try that shit with Latino men. Asian women and Arab women know not to try that shit. The little bull moose black women need to be told take a step back. Someone better pull their coat because a whole lot of black men are tired of pork chop feminism. It's over. Now, do I believe in protecting and standing with black women in solidarity? The Breonna Taylors and the Rosa Parks, I'm with y'all sisters 100%. But a little backstabbing, Cardi B type bitch, You're just another combatant, an enemy combatant. You're just like a white supremacist, a race soldier. You just have a pussy. And shit, I ain't getting it. So there's no skin in the game for me. And that's some real skin there. That's no skin. Shit, I don't care. War, war, war. And, at another point, I can use more eloquent language. Right now, I'm just angry. I'm angry at all the little stupid ass people like Stallion and the wet ass pussy movement. Y'all gonna have HPV up in that wet ass pussy and die from it because Obamacare is gonna fade away and they're gonna let all these dumbass black women die from cervical cancer, pelvic inflammatory disease. They're promoting all this immorality and they're using dumbass black women running up behind these foreign bitches. Kamala's a foreign bitch. Cardi B is a foreign bitch. Why can't y'all find at least a domestic deviant bitch to run after? Damn it. Anyway, I'm man, let me get up off of here. But please, y'all, wake the hell up. And all you righteous sisters, this is not anything I said about, pork chop feminist bitches. If you're not one, let it roll off your back. We black men have to let shit roll off our back all the time. That's equality. But it's time for the real stuff to happen, for real truth to happen. Okay. Breonna Taylor got shot like a man. She went down like a soldier. She was a righteous sister. We have to honor them. Those who, in fact, no other black woman should be shot like that ever. What I'm fighting for is true equality between black men and black women and true reciprocity. And where I see it lacking, I'll let that shoot. I would just let that, I'm going to just roll it, okay? So anyway, as coon busters, we're at war. We're at war against pork chop feminism. I'm at war against Kamala. That's her proper name. And as Dracula drinks blood, Kamala drinks cum. And she's a butch. You know how hard she is. Look how hard. Come on. Look like a Komodo dragon and shit with the process. And y'all talk about, that first black woman. Bullshit. Okay. Anyway, I just will say to all of y'all, I need your support. You know that we're going to be doing hats and shirts. I actually have something to do that. I've been talking about it, just working on it. And I don't know what's going on up in here with these sinuses. Here it is. But I just want to tell y'all that in a couple of days, I'll be in Kentucky. We'll be doing our agricultural summit. It's called Sustainable Agriculture, Literacy, and Trade. I want to let y'all know we are working to do something about food. We're working to do something about employment, a handful of us, and it's going to happen. I even have, there's a thing called Natural Hair Magazine. I'll be talking to you about it. I'll be one of the editors, and I'll go back to writing for several sources. I have a Patreon. My Patreon is DrRandyShort 1965. My Cash App is DrRandyShort, DrRandyShort. My PayPal is WRandyShort@gmail.com. WRandyShort@gmail.com is my PayPal. DrRandyShort is my Cash App. And my Patreon is RandyShort 1965. I'm also on Twitter, which is DRS1 1965. DRS1 1965 is my Twitter account. We need to be meeting there. We're going to go on full assault. I want to tell you one other thing so you'll know this. There are people making demands of the Trump administration for Black people. It's being kept quiet. But you know what? The more Black folks don't cooperate with Biden, and the more Trump and them can't figure out when they win or not, folks are talking about tangibles. I don't give a damn about any party. I always tell people I care about my people and I care about my God, no matter what I call myself. I'm registered as a Republican. Damn fucking yes, I am. But what difference does that make? Okay. When I talk to folks, I'm talking about Section 3, about jobs for low-income Black people, housing for low-income Black people, fighting against fluoride and lead in the water and resuspended lead in the air. I'm talking about ending eugenics against Black women. I'm talking about folks having a mortgage foreclosure moratorium. That's what I talk about, registered as a Republican. Where the fuck are the Black Democrats who supposedly for the people who are so liberal and left the shit? Why aren't they doing that? In fact, here in D.C., I'm one of the niggas that went and said, we want our fucking unemployment money. Are y'all getting me? I did. So it isn't what people call themselves. Look at what they do. Look at what they do. Talk is cheap. If you see them taking action, like I said to you, we're having an agricultural summit about what can we do to create jobs and employment between Black farmers, communities, activists, producers. That's happening in Russellville, Kentucky from the 24th of September to the 27th. We hope to have a working committee where I'll be talking to y'all more about what we can do to feed ourselves. Because after COVID, there are tens of millions of Americans, many of them Black, who don't have access to food. We need to change that. So I used to talk, I found people that have land. I found people that farm. And we're trying to look to see what can we do to operationalize. And yes, please cut the goddamn check. And I want to talk to y'all about getting a check cut for two reasons. Because I would tell anyone I'm Black and proud, but my family were Black Indians who were here before Columbus's ass came over here to fuck with us. I want two checks. Are y'all hearing me? I want some of that treaty money and shit that they gave to people in Oklahoma. They didn't give my ass none. I'm angry as shit. I'm fucking mad. I want everything. Shit. I mean, some stripper make it rain money just for general principle. Damn. Anyway, and I don't even go to strip clubs. So I'm just saying that, yeah, I know I'm trying to be funny because this stuff makes me mad. Y'all hear me tripping. I couldn't sleep last night. Something happened that made me so angry at coons. And sometimes I just have to get this out, keep from going out and being a mass shooter against coons and others, race soldiers. All these people deserve something. But yes, we need reparations. In order to get reparations, Sister Gina, we have to be organized to force the demand. And the reparations have to start with one another. Reparations must also start with us repairing one another, loving one another, helping one another, supporting one another, protecting each other from our bullshit, protecting the new generations and generations to come, protecting seniors. Reparations will start with how we love one another. I don't have children, but I'm against black children getting hurt. I don't even have a black woman, but I'll be raising hell about human trafficking. I'll be goddamn if it makes me feel good that they're black women held as sexual slaves. And I want the death penalty for people who do this to our women. Kill all of them. You ask me, pedophiles, rapists, abusers of black women, kill them. You mess over a black woman, you should die. I don't care. I don't even want to understand. That's where my head is. You dog a black senior, we get you. You lucky if the police will arrest your ass if we can find you. That would clean our shit up. We got to clean our own shit up. Reparations starts with what we want for one another. Reparations also comes when we get rid of the boule. We have to get rid of them. They've never done anything for us. All they've done is take for themselves. I had someone boule try to rip me off. A boule person asked me to do about $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 worth of work. They wanted a day. They didn't want to pay me and had the fuck to expect me to do it on a holiday. This is real talk, yo. I have a letter documenting this. This boule person could have hooked me up. This boule person could have got me jobs, contracts. They know my commitment to the people, but they just want to keep me poor so they can come and get stuff from me and tell me how much they like me. Bullshit. And there are a lot of black folks who are professionals who are locked out, and they're locked out not just by white society, but by the boule. We need a revolution in our community, a revolution against our traitors, our turncoats, our nigglings, our negroidians, our blacknecks, our coons. We're never going to get reparations as long as we're ruled by traitors, as long as the traitors are the ones speaking for you. The day that we turn on our traitors, the day that we show the racists and the others that we won't even let these superficial sellout backstabbers even pretend to be our leaders, they're going to have to reckon and change their affairs with us. But it's been us who've been trifling. We've let fake-ass preachers, fake-ass Democrats, fake-ass Republican conservatives, people who will not stand up, speak up, and say, we want our goddamn check. That shit should have been post-dated at our house yesterday. We don't have that. We have to develop it, and we have to purge from positions of influence or representation people who won't stand up for our people. I hope you understand me. And this has to be done institutionally. And all of us can do stuff. You can stop going to the coon-ass church you're in. You can stop spending your money with Asians. Stop spending your money with coons. Quit your fraternity, your sorority. You know that shit is pagan bullshit anyhow. We need to decouple ourselves and separate ourselves from the wickedness that the boule and the white supremacist structure wants for us. We need to rediscover romance, relationship, marriage. Stop looking at a woman as a piece of meat. Stop looking at a man as a meal ticket. He can't halfway find a job, and a bunch of y'all broads are broke down and weigh 900 pounds. And you more than a piece of meat. You're the whole fucking meat section. Shit. Anyway, come on, y'all. God bless you. Yes, I'm a Christian. I love Jesus, but I hate nigga shit. I hate coons. I do. And yes, I can cuss all I want. I will do it. If you want to hear me, by the way, if you're a Christian and you want to be in a fellowship where niggas are trying to do some stuff for black people, I am the minister for the Salvation and Liberation Temple. Drop me a message. We meet on Saturday over a chat line, and one of our goals is to do something around food for our people. Literally feed God's people instead of telling them, give me 10%. Where the fuck did they get that from? And I grew up and I didn't like this shit as a child. I mean, I used to try to get out of church, but the door would be locked. And I like God, but I don't like bullshit. I'm allergic to bullshit. So yeah, I hope y'all laughing. Some because I said talk about this shit, but I'm going to be doing several of these. I'm waiting. We can do a Google Hangout. I mean, I have a chat line. All you need to do is write me, brother. You got all the space up in Baltimore. You know, I have seeds. I know people that know how to get shit from the Department of Agriculture. I'm very serious about this. I'm growing tomatoes and watermelons in my little small ass backyard. All the bombed out shit you got in Baltimore. We could grow shit. We could feed the world out of Baltimore. It's so bombed out. We could do better. We can change this. It says without a vision, people perish. I have a vision of black people not needing other people's boots up our ass. My vision is not someone's knee on my damn neck or my people's neck. You know, Floyd George was a fucked up pedophile, ex-porn actor and criminal. I still don't like the way he died, even if he had fentanyl in the system. I want something else. Yes, Sister Gina Murray, we do Bible study on Thursdays. Just drop me a message. Yeah, for all you who aren't Christians, you know, well, later for your asses when it comes to religion. But all my studies of the last, say, 35 years, I found the most effective people who've done things to lift and change the status of black folks were genuine Bible-believing, practicing persons. That's Africa, that's Latin America, that's everywhere. I'm sorry. The Marxists and all the other people, for the most part, have been fuck-ups. And I'm sorry for all y'all that in Islam, it's lacking. It's lacking. Fake-ass Christians, they're scum too. I mean, I always talk about them. I despise them the most. I know them better than anything. I'll do anything I can to stay away from a fake-ass Christian. Damn it, I can't stand them. And they're everywhere. They're like mosquitoes and shit in the woods. But genuine people who believe in God, that want to live holy lives, the Harriet Tubman type people, they're all Bible folks. All the little Afrocentric people, the little Ankh niggas, y'all full of shit. Y'all got a zeal for stuff, but it's not for the things of God. And I see more and more in our community, all these new gods and shit. There's more and more confusion, more and more perversion, more and more family breakup, more and more strip clubs, more and more twerking, but the more people get off into all this other stuff that doesn't have a goddamn book where you can read the rules and the manuals, the more fucked up we've gotten. Now I'll stick with the Bible, right? I'm just gonna stay with Adonai, with Yeshua, with Jehovah, with Yahweh God. He's a black God. We had him. Deuteronomy 28 talks about how we got fucked turning our back on God. That's why we got shipped over here. We got to get back with God, fix this stuff up so we can get these people's boots off our damn necks, them stop killing us. Okay, I'm sick of the damn killing. I'm sick of us being oppressed by everybody, even foreign people, black, come here and fuck with us. I'm sick of this shit. I'd rather get with God and end this stuff. So if you're interested, if you're tired of the bullshit, Beyond Coombuster Salvation and Liberation Temple is open for business in DC. Okay. Anyway, I've talked more than I wanted to. Please be in touch. DrRandyShort at Gmail is an email in case they block me on Facebook. It's not hard to find me. It really isn't. I want to hear from folks. Sandra, there's so many versions. The key thing that you have to understand is avoid the Jehovah's Witness Bible, avoid the newer translations. There's a really good one I got up here that's, let me see. I tell you what, email me. I use King James, but a lot of people have been told King James is a sissy and all this other kind of stuff. But there are many, many Bibles. But the key thing is, it's a book written by Afro-Asiatic people. It's not white people's book, it's ours. It's a book about us. It isn't about other people. White folks show up just in time to kill Jesus and slaughter our people in Jerusalem. That's real talk. Okay. White people show up to promote homosexuality. If you look at the book of Maccabees, yeah, they did. White folks show up to do nasty stuff. It's right there in the Bible. You know, don't believe me. We could do this offline, and I'll show you how they would demand that pedophilia was made the law when the Syrians and the Greeks took over Jerusalem. Okay. The Bible is about black people. The Quran is not about black people. The Bhagavad Gita isn't really about black people. Okay. The satanic verses and the Church of Satan, this stuff isn't about us. There's one book that talks about ancient Kemet, talks about Ethiopia. If you understand that Israel is in the Syro-African Valley, Israel is part of the Rift Valley system that goes all the way down to South Africa. This is just a fact. So the Bible, no matter what they do with it, is our book that's shared with everybody, but we need to find out who the hell we are. So, Sandra, just read Deuteronomy 28 and tell me that don't sound like us. You told me another group of people that have been shipped by boats and oppressed 400 years. Everybody comes and hurts and spits on them and rapes them. There's nothing like us nowhere. It's got to be us. Okay. I agree with the black Hebrews on this. Deuteronomy 28, I've never seen anything describe black people's condition like that damn chapter. Anyway, let me go. God bless you. Forgive all the profanity, but I've been profaned by racism and black coon treason. Okay, I'm over and out. If y'all want to reach me, just message me. I do respond to people when it's serious stuff. There are books about blacks in the Bible, but definitely we need God in our homes. In fact, I'm glad that they're closed the schools down so black parents can spend time to teach their kids. I'm glad the churches are closed down. Folks need God in their home because you won't find in most of these churches. It's just a big homoerotic fashion show. I'm so sick I can't even go to things no more. And I'm a preacher's kid. Imagine me not liking going to church. You know, my father was a preacher and stopped going. And my father loved God, just couldn't take all the bullshit. You know, that's like liking ice cream, and people say they'll give you ice cream, put some shit on it. You're not going to eat it no matter how much you like ice cream. You're not going to pick the shit out. You're going to walk away from it. Anyway, I'm out of here for now. I'll be on Facebook until they put me off. Don't worry. I'm going to start posting my email and all this stuff on there so people can communicate, because they do not want me talking to people. And I need to talk. I'm going to do it even more just to piss them off. Fake book, fag book, whatever they call it. It's not going to control me communicating with y'all. We have to agree to that. And we're probably I'm going to be doing some stuff talking about this. I may even Facebook Live our conference that we have in Kentucky, at least some of it. So y'all can see some of us. We got to do something about food. We got to do something about power. We got to do something about clothes. We even going to do stuff about hair. I have a cousin that makes first-rate cosmetics. I know people that Queen Afua that does herbs. We gotta come together now, because the whole system's gonna crash. You see all the stores closing. White people shit's falling down. Lord and Taylor's closed. Bowie Mongers is closed. Kmart, all this shit's closing down. You know who shit's gonna shut down too. But it's an opportunity. When they fall down, it's our chance to get up. You know, even for women, women don't realize, you know, men pass out after they bust the nut. That means if a man had raped a woman, at least when he pass out, she could run and get away. Now that they have been raping us and they've shot their shot, this is our chance. It's an opportunity. It's how we look at it. It's our perspective of them going down. And by the way, they know that they're going down. That's why they're trying to destroy us first. Are we going to help them destroy us first? Are we going to survive them? As an Aboriginal American, this is my fucking land. My people here before Columbus's ass got lost. The thought, imagine, of us having been through hundreds of years of all this and us die off and them have everything that was ours. Are we that stupid? Are we that weak? Are we that afraid to reach out to ask God to empower us to resist this? There's no power greater than God. These people think they're God, okay? But you can't sit out in the beach 5 minutes without needing to go to the hospital and you're God. You need other people to build your country's civilization and steal from them 400 years, steal their music, steal their language, steal their food, put your name on it, and you think you're God? No, you're a psychotic person. You're a sociopath. You're well armed. You're well armed, but you're not God. I want to tell you something. I'm going to stop here. Moses was born 351 years after Joseph came into Egypt. We all know in the story of Moses that the Egyptians were killing the Hebrews, babies. 351 years from 1619 is Roe v. Wade, where they began to kill our babies in this country. Who is to say that we, within 430 years, will not shake off what we've been through, but we have to come together? 30 years isn't that long. I've lived 55. If I lived another 30 years, I'd be 85. I was with my cousin who was 88 on Sunday. Realistically, if we're the same people as the folks in the Bible, we've only got 30 years more of this shit. We need to start doing our Passover and getting on one accord to be ready, because we're going to have to take charge of something. And honestly, we've been so broke down, we're not really ready for all these new people, these invaders that they brought in here. Let them come to the border, give them all kinds of stuff that we don't get. For them to be the second wind to keep us down, we got to come together. We got to repent to God for killing one another, raping each other, fagging each other, dyking each other, stealing from each other, lying to each other. We need to repent. We need to clean up our act towards one another. So those of us that will survive, because that's not everybody. A lot of black folks are living dead. They're collateral damage. They'll never recover. It's never going to change. You get where I'm coming from? But some of us that get it, we can achieve the promise in this life as well as the life to come. I believe that. Anyway, let me get out of here. I'm sorry I taught y'all so long. Be a coon buster. Be a coon buster. Be a coon buster. And not only that, love one another, help one another, respect one another, protect self, love self, invest in self. The only wealth a black man has is his faith in God, his children, and the black woman. And if he doesn't have a black woman, all the black women are yours. All the black women are mine, whether I'm sleeping with them or not. It's my responsibility to care, to want to protect them. The only wealth a black woman has is her children, or all the children are hers. All the men are hers. And God. We've got God in each other. That's more than enough. These people came over here with their God in each other, and they took the whole fucking pie. They didn't leave us the crust. If it works for them, it could work for us. In fact, it will work for us if we dare to believe it. This is Dr. Randy Short. I've exhausted all my profanities. Now I'm using regular language. Thank you for your patience. By the way, bless me. I will be in in 8 days going to Kentucky for 2 weeks to work to set up the Sustainable Agriculture, Literacy, and Trade Summit in Russellville, Kentucky. I think we're going to have about 50 Black people from all over the country meet to look at what we can do to unify farmers and communities to do something about this food, because we live in food deserts and yet there's land. Everybody can farm. You can grow something. You don't need fancy fertilizer. You can use your own piss. I do. And I have some good vegetables. I ate some tomatoes too. I don't know if they didn't taste like this either, but they were good. You can do something. You can grow your own tomatoes. You can grow your own okra. You can grow your own watermelons. You can grow your own herbs. I'm growing rosemary and basil and mint and thyme. And I'm growing strawberries. And the heat messed them up, but it's growing blueberries, growing onions, growing hibiscus. You can make tea that fights blood pressure. It brings your blood pressure down. You can do something. Stop crying and start fighting. Stop complaining and start making solutions. And by the way, you want some peace of mind? Grow a garden. Grow a garden. In Baltimore, you can raise chickens. Raise some chickens, get your own eggs. Why are you buying eggs from little nasty people that don't like you, that had the folks follow you around the store? To hell with these people. I'm sick of their asses. I don't want to give them any money. You know what? I'm glad I've been broke. I've learned I don't have to spend money with people that hate my guts. Let's stop investing in our oppression and our genocide and our eugenics and our extermination. Let's invest in ourselves. Don't take much to have a raised garden. You can grow your own vegetables, grow your own stuff. I have mint for my tea. I don't have to go to Save-A-Lot. I can just cut this stuff. It grows all winter long. I can cut it, make my own tea. It's good for you. Don't take those damn vaccines. Get yourself some elderberry. Get yourself some selenium, some vitamin D. Get the hydroxychloroquine. I just need to put a pitch if you need something for corona. Hydroxychloroquine. FrontlineMDs.com. FrontlineMDs.com. It'll cost you a little bit, but you can get it $100, save your life. They're lying. The white people are taking hydroxychloroquine. They're letting the black people die. I'm doing what little I can. How come fat ass Roland Martin won't talk about it? How come that little ugly foreigner, Joy Reid, won't talk about hydroxychloroquine? Why won't Don Lemon? In fact, he can put some up his behind. Why won't they tell people? They don't want y'all to live. They don't want y'all to make it. They make it, but you don't. See, we got to make certain that 99% of us make it. If the 1% don't care, let's leave them behind. We don't need them. They don't want us. Open them, think they don't need us, then we don't need them. We need to reject our traitors. And by the way, I have to say this. LeBron James, you look stupid with the beard. You look like a punked out Afrocentric Santa Claus. Now your little punk ass wants to promote Biden with your boule tattoo on your chest. Nigga, who you for? I like your school and shit, but if it's to keep us out of the boule, I'd rather you never open the school. Oh my God, I got Artemisia seeds. I haven't planted them yet. I have a seed bank. We can talk about seeds. There's a really good place to buy seeds. We can have a conversation on that. I'm going to ask y'all about that and tell y'all some places y'all can get seed manuals and so forth, where you get good seeds that are decent and that are less expensive than what you might ordinarily do. I wish we had a black seed bank. I don't know where one is. Right now I'm dealing with the little Amish people, the ones that wear the little Quaker Oats hat. Okay, y'all take care. I'm going to get out of here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right, yeah. That was DRS1. I talked to him earlier today. He said I could repost this. And I thought it was something to share with you guys. You know, yesterday's show was a good illustration of the mindset of folks that don't agree with reparations. Mindsets of the typical, United States citizens, I guess. So I had to bounce that out because you guys know on TPIM SR Live, we're pro reparations, we're pro economic validation, we're pro unity, and we're also pro don't blow your damn cover. Hopefully yesterday was a good exercise of not blowing your cover. You know, I kind of slipped up a little bit, got passionate. You know, as soon as I brought up reparations, the tempo of the show kind of went weird. But I think Dr. Short snapped us back. So this will conclude TPIM SR Live for tonight. I am your host. True power is mine. As always, I ask you to live your life with integrity, without hate, envy, and or greed. And as always, brothers and sisters, please, 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 let's try to be kinder to each other. Peace in our power. Unity in our victory. And dignity in our respect. Liberation. I love you all. I'm out.